I spot a wild Arissa.
Hmm?
Now, how long so far? We started at what, maybe 8 o'clock? So that's
How many
12,
hours?
14 and a half hours.
Okay, and then you want to see how
How do you...
many kilo?
No. 50.3?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel so far?
I'm hungry. But keep drink. You can drink. Because
But it's only been 14 hours.
14 hours already?
Yeah, 14 and a half.
Wow. Okay, I will eat. Today I'm not eat. Tonight not eat.
Well, yeah, of course, we're fasting.
And then tomorrow not eat. If I'm not like that.
If you're not 90 years old?
Yeah, if I'm not like a zombie.
Oh, okay.
ไม่ไหวแล้ว
If you're not like a zombie. Welcome back, everyone. This is video number 2 of my fasting journey. And so, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sean, and I will put the previous video down here in which I explain I am fasting for, well, I don't know, maybe 3.5 or 4.5, or possibly even 5.5 days, depending on how my body feels. So I started this on the 22nd of March 2020, and I started at 8 p.m. Currently, right now, it is the 25th of March, 11 a.m. So I know in the last video I told you guys I was going to make a video the next day, which would have been yesterday. I did not do that. I was very busy. I had many things I had to do, and quite honestly, I didn't feel like making a video yesterday. And part of the reason why I didn't feel like making a video is the second day, especially towards the end of the day, can be a little rough, you know, when you're fasting. So there comes a time when your body starts switching from carbohydrates to ketones, and when you're making that switch, you know, sometimes you don't feel the best. Well, anyways, I feel pretty good now, and actually that partly has to do with this morning I drank a lot of water, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. So currently we are at 63 hours of absolutely no food intake, no calories whatsoever, with the very small exception, I do drink 1 cup of coffee, black coffee in the morning, and technically a cup of coffee might have 4 or 5 calories. Technically. So if we want to be technical, yes, I did have 4 calories today and yesterday. I still count it as fasting. Some people, you know, might disagree with that. It's, you know, up for debate. It's up for debate. But personally, I have had a fast where I didn't drink any coffee, but my body's used to drinking coffee every day, and, you know, this time I felt like keeping that in. So, like I said, day number 2 can be a little rough, and it's because your body, towards the end of day number 2, between day number 2, day number 3 is when your body usually uses up all the glycogen stores within it, in the liver and the muscle, and then at that point, you know, it starts before that, but, you know, at that point your body is forced to use ketones. So that's the transition that I probably just went through. Again, you're going to feel a little rough during that time. Sometimes it means you have to drink more water. Sometimes it means you need more salt. You know, it really just depends. The only way to tell is kind of listen to your body, and the only way to really know is to kind of experiment a little bit. So, for instance, last night I felt a little tired, but I felt pretty good. This morning I still felt tired, but I also started getting some heart palpitations, or like an increased heart rate. So my heart rate was maybe 105 per minute, which is more than it should be for a resting heart rate. And so anyways, last night before I went to bed, I thought, you know what, I had a lot of salt today. And I felt like I had too much salt. I felt real thirsty before bed. So this morning when I felt the heart palpitations, I was like, you know what, I need to drink a lot of water this morning. So that's what I did. First I had my coffee, of course, as you do. And then after that I started drinking quite a bit of water. And anyways, a couple hours after that I felt great. So right now I feel really good. If I check my heart rate right now, we're sitting at 81 per minute, which is still a little high, but not bad. More in the normal range. As I hear it, you pretty much, you don't really want to be over 100. Anything over 100 is high for a resting rate. Sometimes my resting rate will go down in the 40s, the low 40s. But anyways, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. I have a lot of things I have to do today, so I'm trying to get this done early. So it's been 63 hours for me. Arissa, on the other hand, she stopped at about the 30-hour mark. And I think she was feeling an increased heart rate as well. And so she had an apple, and she stopped fasting, and she felt better right away. So yeah, you kind of have to listen to your body. If your body tells you to stop, stop. But your body might not be telling you to stop. Maybe it's telling you need more salt, maybe you need more water. You have to make sure you're drinking enough water when you're fasting, if you're doing a water fast. And I feel as though you actually need more water when you're doing a water fast. I feel like the optimal amount of water is more than you usually drink. So do keep that in mind if you do a water fast. So let's talk about weight. Some of you might be fasting because you want to lose weight. You will lose weight when you fast. I don't fast to lose weight, but it does happen, obviously, because I'm not eating food, I'm just drinking water. I'm going to lose some fat. The good thing with fasting, though, is that it is muscle preserving. So there's been various studies done in people that have fasted in a controlled environment. It's not muscle wasting like traditional dieting would be, or not as much anyways. So that's nice. And another thing, okay, so my weight the first day, I started on the 22nd, the 23rd in the morning, I weighed myself. And when you weigh yourself, I suggest that you weigh yourself the exact same way every day. So if you weigh yourself in the morning, keep weighing yourself in the morning. If you weigh yourself after a bowel movement, keep weighing yourself after a bowel movement. Just do everything the same. If you weigh yourself naked one day, don't weigh yourself with a coat, shoes, and pants on the next day. You want to keep everything as the same as possible as far as that goes. So I really haven't lost that much weight currently. The first day, the 23rd, I was at 72.8 kilograms. The next day I was at 72.15, and this morning 72.5. I have a feeling that tomorrow morning I will be in the 71s for sure. I feel it. So I feel like tomorrow morning we'll be in the high 71s. 71.8, 71.9 is my guess. So anyways, that would be my methodology as far as weighing yourself during fasting. And that's how I do it. You can do it however you like. And another thing that I kind of keep track of is blood sugar. I like to see where my blood sugar is. And my blood sugar has been pretty stable throughout this whole process. The last time I took it, I believe was yesterday, and it was, I believe it was 4.0. 4.0? 3.9? I don't know. Today was 3.8 millimoles per liter. If you live in the United States, that's going to be 68 milligrams per deciliter, which is low, but when you're fasting and you go into ketosis, that doesn't matter. Actually, that reminds me of another study that was done where people that were fasting and they were in total ketosis, they actually gave these people insulin, and they brought their blood sugar down to damn near absolute zero, and they didn't feel any ill effects. And the reason why that's possible is because normally your body, is relying on these carbohydrates, but when you go into ketosis, it doesn't matter. Your body can get everything from burning fat and producing ketones. So anyways, that's the first 3 days, guys. I think the next video is going to be after I finish, and again, that might be 4.5 days, might be less. It really just depends on my body. I'll let my body tell me when, but if I'm feeling good, then I'm probably going to break my fast Friday after work. I work in the morning, so I believe I will break my fast on Friday after work, and I will have lunch. And that's going to be another video, because how you break your fast, I think, is important too. So anyways, like I said, guys, everything's going pretty good. If you guys have any questions about the fast, let me know, and I will continue sitting here with my bottle of water drinking. And actually, what am I saying? I'm not going to continue sitting here. I have stuff to do, so I'm going to go get that stuff done. You guys get your stuff done, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. I salute you all.